Welcome to the main event, brought to you by Unbridled. I'm Barbara Hooper. We introduce you to the unique British and Irish gypsy culture.
Well, it began in a chicken coop in Indiana, 1949. My first home was a one-room chicken coop, no electricity, no plumbing, 2x4 bunk beds, put to bed at night with mason jars full of hot water wrapped in rags so you didn't freeze to death. So pretty simple beginning, but it was a chicken coop full of love and parents who were not defined by it. I hung out at pet stores all my life, and when I was a teenager, a pet store asked if I would work for them. It was owned by the man that invented kitty litter, Ed Lowe. He wound up being one of the richest men of the world. I wound up managing his store. Married 3 months out of high school to a girl I started dating at 15. 4 little girls by the time I'm 24. 17 years later, fate handed me the responsibility of raising 4 little girls alone for the next 7 years. And I raised them on ranches in South Texas near San Antonio. I lived there 20 years. One of my daughters was 19 years old. She worked at Lone Star Pet Supply. She called me one day and she said, "Dad, we just hired this new woman. She's beautiful. She has 40 parrots and a Porsche. She's perfect for you." 2 years later, we were married. A dimension to our relationship then was international travel. We traveled all over the world, always together, and setting distribution in the animal products industry. And we would spend our personal time doing research on animals native to our travels. 1995, we're outside of London on our way to our last business call. So we crossed the border from Wales back into England, near a town called Oswestry. We're in the countryside and we go through a roundabout and out the other side. Cindy said, "You see that little black and white horse?" And I said, "No, do you want me to go back?" And she said no, and then she quickly changed her mind. She said, "Yeah, let's do." So I turned around and went back, and I parked on the side of the road, and the little horse saw us, and he came running as hard as he could to say hello to us, and we fell in love with him. He looked like a little Shire, and with the bonus of being black and white, you know, he was unique. So we drove up the driveway where the little horse was and introduced ourselves to the farmer that was keeping him. And the farmer explained it was not his horse. He was only keeping it for a few days, and it belonged to a traveler. I didn't ask him what a traveler was, and about 10 minutes into the conversation, he said, and he has a band of mares that looks just like him, that he keeps hidden. I said, "They can't look just like this horse." He said, "I assure you they do." I said, "Can we meet this man?" And the farmer got in touch with him by cell phone. The gentleman came over. His name was Roy Evans. He invited us to his caravan. So we got in our car and laughed about it and said, "Some things are worth dying for. We'll follow this guy."
Stay tuned to the main event, part 2, coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors, Barantini Feed Specialist, Tribute Superior Equine Nutrition, Dillard's, Market Street at Heathbrook, Homes to Ranches Realty Incorporated, CBC Studios, and Archers Point Riders.